Well, I got some food on the stove. I'm cooking some steaks with butter and rosemary, Italian spices, salt. I forgot the pepper. Probably gotta put some water in it. Help. More like steaming. I'm hungover. Um, I knew this would happen. I only got about 6 hours of sleep. It was 100 degrees yesterday, and yet by July, 100 degrees feels like 70. It's not a big deal, but I'm not acclimated yet, so it felt as bad as 120. Probably going to use my air conditioning today. So, like always, there's no structure to my thing. But I want to talk about my car, my Mercedes. They did some repair and somehow they damaged the emergency brake. And I think I can fix it. Here's what I want to talk about. Like, it would take me at least 5 hours to go to town and complain to the people who worked on it last, or I can just spend 5 hours here and fix it, and that's what I'll do, because they were under the car and they probably had a pry bar doing some stuff to get the exhaust into the right location. They said it wasn't easy, so they must have damaged the cables that come out. Like, there's one cable to a T-fitting, and then there's a cable off the T-fitting that pulls the emergency brake equally. One cable into a center. And the emergency brake is, you have the disc that's bigger, but there's a center hub, and that's where the disc brakes go. So I definitely drove it with the disc brake somewhat engaged, and I thought, well, it'll just wear out the pads. It probably did. I might have created some damage in there. I can always disassemble the emergency brakes completely and just drive without an emergency brake. Um, kind of interesting. The foot, when you press the foot thing to apply the emergency brake, which I'll show you here, which is the blue photo. It's 85 in here. That's the emergency brake there. Those are the pads. Since it was Halloween, these babies must have been engaged. Ooh, there we go. How to change. There we are. Take off the caliper. That's what's going crazy. Somewhere in there is the ABS sensor. Bet you after I get the car jacked up and on stands, I can have the caliper off. Well, probably I could be over here in 10 minutes. Oh, that smells really good. Well, on days like this, the day after drinking, usually I'm a little manic. I got a flood of ideas, and um, there's a new idea, Yenta, which is a gossip, a gossip, a woman who tells you about everything. She can't really mind her own business. So I'm working on a project with Yenta. Um, I'm not really sure what I want to tell you about it right now, so I'm keeping it quiet. But for now, Jessica and I are going to be working on this. It's a political Twitter account, and it's going to expose bad behavior on the internet. I think that's what I can say about it. Thanks for those happy faces back there. It's sweet of you. Whew. Man, I'm so tired. I really just want a good 12-hour nap. Well, Wayne, if you wanted a good 12-hour nap, you shouldn't have got drunk. You would have had a normal sleep. That's true. I also didn't really eat like I should. About 3 6-packs. That's too much. 2 6-packs is the way to go. Maybe no 6-packs. Because my 6-pack down here was turned into a 12-pack. I'm fat. I gotta work on that. I'm fat. I gotta work on that. That sounds like a rap. Lyrics to a song. Well, I'm really excited I pulled up the parking brake stuff. Let me turn this off. They're definitely cooked. How much does a hydrogen infrastructure cost? What's he referring to? We're talking about EGR. I feel kind of tired. Somebody's like, "Good morning, Mr. Lambright. I'll be seeing you around." What do you mean by that? There's a famous computer programmer. His name is Dave Plummer. And he was doing some programming, and Grok put the word Jesus in the code. And I replied, I didn't think the coming of Christ would be in computer code. 160 people have liked it already or seen it. This guy's got 6,000 views. He worked at Microsoft. He worked on NT. Man, I'm so sleepy. Oh, I was thinking this morning, I need to give up politics. Like, why does My opinion doesn't matter. It's so I'm so like Jessica was telling me how she's usually she gets she goes down these rabbit holes on Twitter that she doesn't want to do, and I'm like, well, just stop it. And like she says, oh, I post things and they're mean, and I'm like, well, don't do that. It's just so easy. And but I need to take that advice for myself. Like, I'm not sure I'm posting anything mean, but I'm also going down rabbit holes and wasting my own time. It's not bringing me money, and I'm wasting my life. My YouTube channel here doesn't make much profit. If you count the hours, it's 100%. It's like a loss. I get $50 to $100 a month on my YouTube channel, and that's just from super chat money. It's not sustainable. If it was a business, it's out of business. You know, I just thought of something silly. Speaking of businesses, I was thinking about a laundry business. I was like, oh, how about a laundry business where you pick up people's dirty laundry, you take it, you do it, and you bring it back. Then I thought, this all just happened just right now within microseconds. Then I thought, well, why don't you have a laundry service where you go to somebody's house and you just put it in their washer, and then you put it in their dryer. I was like, man, you could do that. A person could be doing, they could say like, well, it's $50 to do your laundry, and I do 4 loads, something like that. But if you get another neighbor, I'll drop the price $5 because I'll be doing laundry. So then you do the laundry at one person's home, throw it in the machine, then you got to wait that like 30 minutes, right? So then you could go across the street and throw their laundry into the machine, and you could do like 4 homes at once because that's 4 different machines. What if a person, we're just spitballing ideas here, we're brain sealing, and when you're sailing in the ocean, you can get wet, all right? It's not controlled, it's not smooth, so expect wacky things to be said. So on this idea of doing laundry, what if you have a trailer with 4 washing machines and 4 dryers, and then when you pull up to the person's house, you hook it to their water, and you have a way to put it into their drain. Yeah, you open the garage, and most garages have that wash basin in the garage or the kitchen, and you put the wastewater into that. So then you've got a trailer with a, well, you know, I did my wash recently at the laundromat. First time I've been to a laundromat in, really don't know, 10, 20 years? It's got to be 30 years. I don't know. Did I go to a laundromat when I was in the Bay Area? Never. So more than 25 years. I mean, we did it when we were kids. Yeah. Anyways, 30 years. So they have a machine that can do 4 loads, 6 loads. So maybe you just have a huge washing machine on a trailer, and well, if it runs on 110 voltage, then you just basically plug it into their house and do somebody's laundry in a huge machine. The problem is drying. Drying requires a lot of energy. I think the Uber for laundry, I think it's better that you use their machine. You're like the house, like, so I guess some house cleaners will also do your laundry for you. So they're gonna come vacuum and clean up your house. Mm. Why do people fold their laundry? I don't fold my laundry. I think underwear should come with different color stitching, or the waistband has like a piece of color on it, green, blue, red, pink, so you can visually identify something, or even numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or numbers of the month 1 through 30, that you're like, oh, it's the 25th, I'm wearing the 20th underwear. For people who don't change their underwear, that's the whole point. I like this laundry service. How about just $10 a load? No folding. Yeah, you basically come over, $20 a load. They'll put in a load of laundry for you, and then when it's done, they put it in they clean the dryer vent, and they put it in the dryer for you, and they're gone. They're like, all right, cash me out. And so they just do one, or maybe they do 2 loads. They wash 2 loads, but only dry 1 load. And so then they, upon completion of the first washed load, that goes in the dryer gets turned on, then they put a second load in the washing machine and hit go, and that's when you cash them out. So they're there about like however long it takes to do a load, like 40 minutes, and then charge $30 an hour. I bet you there's a lot of people who would do that. And then you could go to some neighbors' homes and throw in their loads of laundry for them. It's so silly, like, nobody's gonna pay for that way, and it's so easy just to throw it in the laundry. Oh, is it? Is it really? Then why isn't it getting done? Well, one girl was talking about AI. She's like, I don't need all this AI shit. I need AI to do my laundry. And somebody showed a robot putting laundry in the washing machine and then taking it out and then putting it in the dryer and folding it. Oh no. Vernon Troyer, Mini-Me, apparently has passed at age 49. Man, I'm so grateful to... Life is such a blessing. I'm age 56. My back is not doing very well. I'm feeling it. I also think because I'm overweight, it's putting pressure on the spine. I gotta lose some weight for sure. Oh, this is really off topic here, but minced onions. They're dry, and I kind of like them because they're only $1. Imagine how much onions you would have to chop to get this and dried. It's quite a few. That's probably like 3 or 4 onions worth. And I just put them in a, I forgot, when I cook a steak, sometimes it's nice. Put them in there, and they get hydrated, and they release all that onion flavor. Oh, here's another thing. Look at this guy here, the Indian. That's actually an Italian American actor playing the role of an Indian. Did you know that? Mm. Let's read this story on Vernon, Mini-Me. He was one of the shortest men in the world. Wow. Oh shit, alcohol poisoning. No way. Werner died Saturday, according to statements from family. We've been told he was on some form of life support since being taken to hospital earlier this month after cops got a report he was drunk and suicidal and was treated for possible alcohol poisoning. Oh, that's so terrible. Vernon's family says during the recent adversity, he was baptized while surrounded by his family. He also struggled with alcoholism for years and had been in rehab many times. You know, rehab doesn't help alcoholism. What helps is not drinking. Rehab just wrecks your bank account. You don't need rehab. You need to just quit drinking. You're just gonna have to stop.